Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa. Now, as I said, after a few days ago with my last update video, I said that we'd be back to recording some more Danganronpa so that hopefully we can finish this series fairly quickly. Now, I do have a confession to make. I made it a long time ago. I don't remember what update video it was. But I did have the rest of this game almost recorded. I had this whole trial recorded, but the whole recording got messed up, and I couldn't use it. So that was about 2 months ago, I think. And so now I've almost forgotten everything that happened in the trial. So that now we can I can almost give you like a complete surprise. What is happening? Okay. Please tell me it's just a one-time glitch. Good. So let's go. Court is now in session. Class trial. Woo, let's go. So I'm pretty sure. Yes, since this is the final class trial, some special rules are in effect. I'll start things up by explaining these rules. If you guys manage to identify Mukuro Ukasaba's murderer as well as solve all the school's mysteries, then you win. But if you can't, then I win. Naturally, the loser has a thrillingly exciting, heart-pounding, awesome punishment awaiting them. And if you lose, that means you'll be executed, right? Yep, sure does. I hope you die. And you have no, amendments to make to that statement? Of course not. A bear never goes back on his word. There's something I want to know even more than that. Ooh, you're looking unusually serious. You got a tummy ache? Is the puppet master only one person? I've got it all figured out. Every last one of you is in cahoots with the puppet master. You're all pulling the wool over my eyes. Aren't ya? Well, I mean, that would make no sense. Why would we do that? Group photo. Places to investigate the headmaster's Electro ID. Okay, I think it's the places. No, it's not the places. Headmasters. No. Group photo, I think is what we should use. You took the words right out of my mouth. I'm the one being deceived by all of you. I've got proof, too. Fancy that, I have proof as well. I forget to shoot things. Proof here that everyone's conspiring against me. That's how you do it. What are you talking about? How could there be 3 people? With proof. Oops, okay, hold on, I need a clue. For the 3 of them to be convinced that everyone else is their enemy, Monokuma's gotta be behind it. He manipulated things so we'd suspect each other. And he did so using that, which I also have. Group photo. Oops, that was concentration. Let's just skip all the bullcrap again. We don't need all this. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Just easier to shoot at using that. So sorry if this will sound a little bit different. My throat's almost fully recovered, but it's not completely there. So my talk gets a little off at times. Not fun, but, you know, oh well. It's not just the 3 of you. I have the same proof, too. You too, Negs? The proof you guys are talking about is the group photo, right? Look at that. Everyone's all happy. Yeah, that's it. Huh? Wait, that's not right. I'm in the picture you have. Yeah, you're right there. But that doesn't make sense, because in the picture I have... Look, I'm the only one not there. So I was right. In which case, Hakakuri, you have one too, don't you? Can I take a look at it? Oh, right, but handle it with care. This is an invaluable piece of evidence. Invaluable, probably not. You're just not here. This one too. My suspicions were correct. I think I've uncovered the secret hidden in these photos. There's nothing secret about you working together. See? You're all in the picture together. And you're in my picture. I'm the one who's being deceived by all of you. That's exactly it. These pictures were intended to make us fight among ourselves. It's a trap set by the puppet master to trick us into thinking everyone else is conspiring against us. Well, I said a trap. And what basis do you have for making such a disrespectful accusation? The evidence that Monokuma laid a trap is in a pattern hidden in these pictures. All of the pictures share one thing in common. A certain person doesn't appear in them. And that person is the photo's recipient. Duh. The recipient of each picture is the only person who doesn't appear in that photograph. I'm the one missing from the picture I was given. Asahina is the one missing from the picture she was given. And Hagakure is the only one missing from the picture he was given. Well, we're at it. This is the picture I was given. And everyone's there except for him. In other words, Monokuma gave each of us group photos in which we did not appear. And because of those pictures, we all thought everyone else was our enemy. Oh, boo, you figured it out? I figured that was what it was. Hint, give me a break. Yeah, but I think there's more to these pictures than just that. There's something else that bothers me about them, but I can't put my finger on it. Hey, would you guys mind letting me see your pictures again? Well, it's not directly related to what we were thinking about. There's something I'd like to check. Doesn't bother me, dude. Fun by me, too. If memory serves, there's nothing unusual about these pictures. I should take another good look at all of them together and find that something. It's kind of easy to figure out, I think. Togami's picture. Asahina's picture. Oh, cat was meowing, sorry. Hagakure's picture. It's really not hard to figure out what this is. And my picture. I knew it! Something's not right here. Something. Reloaded group photo. Uploaded in... okay, whatever. Enough with the pictures already, Nags. And you! Using a fake picture and trying to trick me like that really gets under my skin, dude. You must have had a lot of free time on your hands, going so far as to put us all in matching uniforms. Fake? Nope, they're the real deal. What are you talking about? There's no way they're real. Yeah, dude. I don't remember being in any of those pictures. Therefore, they're fake. No doubt about it. Are you really sure about that? Huh. I'll admit that I don't remember having been in any of those pictures either. But does that really mean we could just dismiss them as being fake? What are you saying? It's not because they're fake that we don't remember being in those photos. There's some other reason for it. Some incomprehensible reason. A far-fetched and ridiculous but terrifying reason. Epiphany anagram. Now, obviously, that's gonna spell amnesia, and that's the only thing that would make sense in anything. Like, to be honest. A-M-N-E. Now we need an S-I. And then an A. Come on. Got it. There we go. Amnesia. What was it? Induced amnesia. I'm just gonna adjust the webcam here, guys. I think it's not me good enough. Yeah, it should be fine. All of us lost our memories. Would that explain it? Aha! The whole lot of us have amnesia, and that's why we don't remember the pictures. I can dig that. When pigs fly, you think I'd buy into that fantastical supernatural garbage? Yeah, there's no way I could believe something as crazy as amnesia. Naturally, nobody believes me, but they're going to have to accept the truth, even if they don't want to. If they won't, we're at a standstill. However, those group photos aren't the only evidence that I would have suggesting we all have amnesia. What's the other reason? Oh, now we get a debate. Monokuma Control Room, Emergency Interview DVD, Makoto Kasaba Student Profile, Headmaster's Lecture ID, and group photos. I'm guessing we're going to have to use the DVDs. We've all got amnesia. Sci-fi story, dude. Okay, I don't have amnesia. I have forgotten anything that's happened since we got here. Shoot it! Got it. Okay. That was the only hunch I had on going into that one. Boom, boom, boom. 100%. Perfect. Woo! Hey, let's go. Those photos aren't the only evidence suggesting we have amnesia. This DVD also supports the possibility. That's not anything dirty, is it? No, it isn't. It contains videos. God. Showing each of us being interviewed by the Kibugaman Academy headmaster. When you say each of us, do you mean, of course, that includes you, Asahina? Bull crap! I wasn't never interviewed for anything. No, he's telling the truth. It's all right there on that DVD. It's pretty weird, too. Your interview with the headmaster. You're serious? This isn't a joke? You don't remember, do you? Maybe I don't, but just because I don't, you expect me to believe that we have amnesia? Unless you have some grounds for a rebuttal, we have no choice but to believe. How can you be so chill, Togs? Do you get that? This is freaking amnesia we're talking about? More importantly, there's something else I'd like to know. More importantly? You said that the DVD contained videos of us interviewing with the headmaster, yes? What was discussed in those interviews? The headmaster asked each of us the same question one after another. This is what he asked us. Are you willing to spend the rest of your life inside this academy? That's ridiculous. And how did we respond? What do you think? We said no! No. Actually, everyone agreed. We had no choice, including me. I, in my own body, and with my own voice, agreed to live my whole life here. Why? Why would we agree to that? I don't know either. Like I said, I don't remember. But he's not the only one, is he? Not a single one of you remember, do you? You don't remember consenting to live here. And you don't even remember that interview taking place. So maybe I don't remember. But you're suddenly claiming I have amnesia, and that I agreed to live here my whole life? I'd have to be crazy to believe that, dude. Crazy or not, if you don't accept it, we can't proceed. Isn't that right? Yep, because it's true. It's absurd, but if that's the truth, we have no choice but to accept it. There's no avoiding it, is there? Then, seriously. Yep, you're all a big happy family of amnesiacs. My head's starting to hurt. And it's not any ordinary amnesia either. You stole our memories. Whoopsie. Guess the cat's out of the bag. Of course it is. There's no way everyone losing their memories at the same time is mere coincidence. But how did you manage to steal our memories? How? No. That doesn't matter one bit. Is hypnotism realistic enough? Would you buy it if I said I cut your heads open and messed around a bit? It's not a problem. No, there's something else. The problem is which memories you stole. Is that what you're getting at? Boo, I'd expect no less from you, Togami. I can't believe you only stole our memories of those interviews and photographs. There has to be some objective there. Something accomplished by stealing our memories. There certainly was an objective, and it's got something to do with those incentives as well. Incentives? You mean the incentives you prepared to drive us to murder each other? Those have some connection to the memories we had stolen? Boo, they do, but for now, my lips are sealed. After all, I wouldn't want you to forget that this is Mukuro Ukasaba's class trial. In short, you're saying you want us to find the culprit in her murder. Then, this is on hold until we do that. Either way, we've still got to solve all the school's mysteries. So that just makes the first thing on the list. Solving Mukuro Ukasaba's murder and revealing the Puppet Master's true identity. Now this is a really long class trial. From what I remember doing it last time, it took forever to do. Okay. I don't know which of these to use. Who could have killed Mukuro Ukasaba? Wrong button. It was the Puppet Master. That much is certain. First off, is the Puppet Master really even in the school? Of course he is! The Puppet Master has been in the academy. Why do you think so? Why did I think so? That's convincing. The Puppet Master couldn't be here. I'm certain he's somewhere else. After all, being behind the scenes is what makes one a Puppet Master. What's the hint? There's no doubt that Puppet Master is somewhere inside the school. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be able to control that. Okay. The Headmaster Sector D. Monokuma Control Room. Oh, wrong button. Is he even really in school? Of course he is. The Puppet Master has to be in the academy. Why do you think so? What do you think so? That's convincing. Couldn't be here. Shoot. Boom. Contradicted. You're wrong. You lose. Boom. And here I'm gonna tell you why. Boom. There's no question the Puppet Master is somewhere inside the school. What? Why? Do you have any evidence? Yeah, that room. There's a control room. Oh, control panel in the room behind the data processing room. That's how the Puppet Master has been controlling Monokuma. There's no doubt about it. He's been in the academy this whole time. No doubt, huh? In which case, there's also no doubt that the Puppet Master is one of us. Why? Think back on what Nagai said Monokuma told him. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but there are a total of 16 participants, all of whom are students in this academic coliseum. Also, since the coliseum commenced operation, the only living humans to set foot in the academy are those very same 16 students. Assuming the Puppet Master is in the academy, that means he could only be one of those 16. But of those 16, the only ones still alive are us 6. It isn't me. I'm not the Puppet Master. Neither am I. I think it's Nagai. Why me? It doesn't make sense that you're the only one who managed to avoid being executed. Aha! Negs was able to survive his execution because he's the Puppet Master. Crap, you figured it out? Oh, hold on. What the hell are you saying? Relax, there's nothing to freak out about. If we solve Mukuro Ukasaba's murder, we'll know who the Puppet Master really is soon enough. True enough. We're better off using our heads for that than bickering over this. But we've talked Mukuro Ukasaba's case to death, dude. What else is there to think about? Do we even have anything else to discuss? There most certainly is something that needs discussing. We have yet to reach a conclusion as to what Mukuro Ukasaba's cause of death was. What? Wasn't her cause of death from the wound on the back of her head? No, that's not actually how she died. Her real cause of death is something else. Isn't that right, Nagai? Now this I completely forget. The real cause of Mukuro Ukasaba's death was the knife wound. No, the scattered wounds. I do remember her having scattered wounds all over her body. Mukuro Ukasaba's actual cause of death was the numerous wounds scattered all over her body. Nags, come on, man. Do you actually read the Monokuma file? Additionally, there are numerous wounds visible in multiple locations of the deceased's body. However, these wounds are not incurred in the last few days, but at some time earlier. See, it's right there. Those wounds didn't happen in the last few days. That means they don't have anything to do with this. And what if the murder itself didn't occur in the last few days? If it had already been some time since her murder when the corpse was discovered, then the wounds that killed her wouldn't have been inflicted in the last few days, would they? I don't buy it. She had those wounds before she even got here. What? How do you know? Isn't it obvious? She's a super duper high school mercenary, which means she... You're wrong about that. I've been shot down. I haven't even said anything yet. Okay, you're going. That's again. No, stop. You're killing me. That's seriously not funny at all. At least listen to what I have to say before shooting it down. If you go in assuming you're gonna get shot down, why say anything at all? I'll listen to it, but I'm gonna shoot you down. Group photo emergency interview. Mukuro Ukasaba's student profile of the headmaster's lecture D Monokuma control room. Wouldn't it be her student profile? She was the super duper high school mercenary. Soldier, she caused countless battlefields. To put it simply, the wounds covering her body. Boom, no. Profile says it wasn't on the battlefield. If I remember correctly. But I didn't read it recently. It's been a long time since I read it. I'm gonna get something wrong here eventually. No, Mukuro Ukasaba was never injured in battle. It says as much here in this file, which I found in the headmaster's office. Despite having walked numerous battlefields as a member of the Fenrir, not a single wound or scar was found on her body during the medical examination upon enrollment. It's actually kind of refreshing being so thoroughly refuted. Okay, could this be the result of my White Knight's training? Anyway, the wounds covering Mukuro Ukasaba's body were inflicted after she entered Kibuka Mine Academy. In which case, isn't it possible they could be the cause of death? Actually, that's the only conceivable possibility. As far as I can tell, the wounds on her stomach and head were inflicted post-mortem. If there aren't any other possibilities, then it has to be that. The cause of Mukuro Ukasaba's death was from the wounds covering her body. Boom! Geniuses! So now we have her cause of death in the ammunition menu. But if all those wounds were what killed her, then the murder itself seriously didn't occur in the last few days either. Yes, exactly. When we discovered her corpse in the garden, she had already been dead for some time. In that case, how do you explain what happened the night before? Well, that I don't know. You said that the night before we discovered the corpse, you were attacked by someone wearing a mask. If Mukuro Ukasaba was murdered before that happened, she obviously couldn't be the one who attacked you. Who, then, was the masked attacker? The only one person who could have worn that mask and attacked me that night. The Puppet Master! Duh! The masked figure was the Puppet Master. Duh. Since Mukuro Ukasaba was wearing the same mask when we found her body in the garden, I assumed she was the one who attacked me too, but that wasn't the case. The masked figure wasn't Mukuro Ukasaba, it was the puppet master. Keep laughing at me, you stupid little fuck. But what are you laughing about? I'm getting tired of sitting around and listening, so I think I'll get in on the action too. First things first, a question for you, Nagai. All this about me being the one who attacked you is just conjecture, is it not? There's no way you could know it was me, with their face hidden behind a mask like that. I say it was Mukuro Ukasaba, that's what I think. Babu, do you have any evidence that could convince me otherwise? There's absolutely no chance it was Mukuro Ukasaba who attacked me, even if I couldn't see the face behind the mask. What was the giveaway? By comparing what I could see that night to what I know about Mukuro Ukasaba, about members of Fenrir. The answer is obvious. The tattoo of the Fenrir on her hand. Non-stop debate. Monokuma File 5. Pretty sure that's all I can throw at him, too. You couldn't see her face. So you can't know who it really was? Okay, I fucked up. No, wrong thing to shoot it at. No, I'm not gonna read that. Think carefully, there has to be a contradiction somewhere. I did fuck that up. This Mukuro Ukasaba. Even not knowing which looks like it's obvious, looking at the distinguishing features. Distinguishing features would be her right hand, her left hand. I think I need that. Or maybe on her hips. I think I need that right hand. Mukuro Ukasaba's most distinctive feature, the mark of the Fenrir from the mercenary corpse, is somewhere on her body. Couldn't see her face. It really was. No, that didn't work. Do some more proofs to attack you, it can't, blah blah blah. Think carefully, has to be a contradiction somewhere. There has to be. Okay. I say it was Mukuro Ukasaba, even not knowing her right hand, her left hand, her right leg. Maybe it's left hand? I got it. Or maybe on her hips. Look at this, sort of a mercenary corpse, something on her body. You couldn't see her face, so you can't really know who it was. No, that's not gonna work either. Okay. What was this? I don't remember. Do I need to grab Mukuro Ukasaba? Oh, I need to grab Mukuro Ukasaba and throw it at the right hand. Okay. That was the ticket. Okay. I only get a B, that's fine. There was a tattoo on Mukuro Ukasaba's right hand. The symbol of Fenrir, a wolf tattoo. But the masked figure who attacked me, not so much. Had no such tattoo. So it's not possible that she was my attacker? Well, alright. I guess it wasn't Mukuro Ukasaba. But still, that doesn't mean I'm the only one left. It could have been someone else. Hagakuri Fukawa, Asahina, and I all have solid alibis for that night. We were in the gym ripping you apart all night long. Was that smart? So it couldn't have been us, dude. Alright, so maybe it wasn't the four of you. But what about Kitty Kitty? She could have done it, couldn't she? Oh, ho, ho, you're not denying it. Did I hit a nail on the head? Okay, fine, I'll show you. Show me what? Proves that it wasn't me who attacked Nagai, of course. Having said that, Kitty Kitty, she removes the gloves. Removed her glove. Your hand. My heart skipped a beat. Her hand was covered in burn scars. Grotesque burns, aren't they? I got these burns when I was still an amateur, when I had just started working as a detective. Those aren't the marks. You didn't want others to see? If it means helping unveil the puppet master's identity, I don't particularly mind. Having said that, she clenched her teeth and slid her hand back into the glove. So it couldn't have been Kitty Kitty. Those scars should be sufficient evidence. Yeah, those hands are fine. The person who attacked you, Nagai, didn't have any injury like mine, did he? No, you're right. I didn't see any burn scars. Then it settles it. The masked figure who attacked Nagai was undoubtedly the puppet master. Oh, but boo, this sucks. Not only did my secret get found out, but I was forced to see Kitty Kitty's nasty scars. Oh, my bad. Slip of the tongue. Did it hurt your feelings? Say whatever you want. Doesn't bother me. You saying everything's cool as long as you have me cornered? Now, don't get ahead of yourself. I mean, you guys haven't figured anything out about Muga Ukasaba's murder yet. All we know right now is that she was killed a while ago. That aside, we're totally in the dark, dude. It's safe to assume that she wasn't already dead at the time we were locked up in here, right? Boo-boo, you needn't worry about that. She was, without a doubt, murdered after the commencement of the academic Coliseum, which means her murder occurred in secret without any of us knowing about it. Plus, there was a bunch of time between her being killed and us finding her, yeah? Where was the body all that time? Was it in the garden? It was left in a place for that long, it would have started rotting just like you. That then was preserved somewhere. But is there really anywhere you could not only hide a body but preserve one too? There's only one place. I can only think of one place here where the body could have been hidden. The biology lab. Makoto Ukasawa's body was hidden in the biolab. The biolab on the 5th floor? Yeah, did you not notice the freaking, the morgue stuff? That lab is being used as a morgue. You could hide a body there no problem, and preserving it is simple too. So you're saying the body was transported from the lab to the garden? Correct, and there's a reason I think the body's been moved too. The corpse was probably moved from the biolab into the garden that they were suggesting, that is, and the item I know made the move. The white vinyl sheet. Why can't I present it? A triangle's not working. Oh. I guess X is that. The reason I believe the corpse was moved from the biolab to the garden is the vinyl sheet we found in the garden. When I was reinvestigating it, I noticed something. There's a small stamp at the corner of the sheet. Ah, it's this biology lab. I'm surprised you noticed something so tiny. It seems something good has come from your narrow-mindedness, Nagai. Anyway, it means that that sheet was originally in the lab. I also found a stack of the same vinyl sheets in the biolab. When the culprit transported the body, he must have wrapped it in the sheet first. And just like that, it sat through the sprinklers, after which the culprit draped in the lab coat. It all fits together so perfectly. Yeah, well, that's just, like, your opinion. Do you have any proof that the body was wrapped in the vinyl sheet and moved? I have no proof. I was just sharing my line of reasoning. Yet despite that, you're acting unusually offensive. Defensive? Sorry, not offensive, defensive. I understand. It must be pretty nerve-wracking whenever our conversation turns toward the biolab. After all, that's where the key to uncovering your identity is hidden, isn't it? The key to uncovering the Puppet Master's identity? There's a contradiction in that biolab, an enormous impossible to ignore contradiction. Contradiction in the biolab? Is she talking about... I can't hear you, I can't hear you. A childish defense. We'll just ignore you and keep going. Alright, now that we're back on track. Could the contradiction Kitty Kitty said was in the biolab be? Oh, hey, Nagai, what do you think about that one thing? What do you mean, that one thing? Boo, of course I'm talking about your family, Nagai. What? You're getting me off track again there, bastard. Boo, I'm sure you didn't forget about that video message I left you. What was that all about? You think they're alright? Why would you bring that up now? Your mother, your father, your sister. Whatever could have happened to your family, Nagai? Wouldn't it be tragic if something happened to them? Stop playing games. Calm down, Nagai. He's just trying to get under your skin. You're really right. Yeah, I need to relax. I can't let him get to me. He's just interfering with us because he doesn't want us to talk about the contradiction in the biolab. So if I want to make him shut up, I've got to find that contradiction and throw it in his face. If I'm correct, that contradiction is in something that doesn't add up correctly. And I know exactly what that is. Oh, a Michigan talk battle. I hate these. Okay. Okay, fire the kill shot. There's no contradiction in that biology lab. Boom! What? Storage unit lights. Got it. Okay, I didn't know I had to scroll through my the stuff, but I almost effed that up. Which means I had to go through it again. Okay, that is phase 7. Yeah, it's phase 7. I'm pretty sure there's 17 phases. Contradiction in the biolab is in the storage containment lights. Now, we are going to make the save. I'm going to make it on save right there, just to be safe. And I'm going to end the episode here, so please come subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this first episode into the final class trial, and hope to see you all again in the next part. See you then, guys.